Hello everyone, my name is HBricks, and in today's video I am super excited to be sharing with you my new custom Lego Infinity Saga sets. So guys, I've created 5 custom box art versions of concept Lego sets that I would love to see Lego make. These are all concepts and none of these are legit real. I've just grabbed images off the internet and made it into a cool looking box art. Anyway guys, since LEGO has revealed the new line of the Infinity Saga, LEGO has been reaching out back to past and older MCU movies and making sets, such as the new Ironmonger set which came out a couple months ago. This set is based off the 2008 film Iron Man, and with this in mind there are endless possibilities of what LEGO can make in the next Infinity Saga wave. So there are 5 sets and I'll be going over each and every one of them. I'll be going over how many pieces it comes with, how much it would cost, how many minifigures, the builds, the play features it has. Anyway guys, let's jump in with the first set, and that's what I'm calling Hulk Smash, or Hulk vs. Abomination. I haven't really come up with a name for most of these sets. Anyway, this set depicts the 2008 film of The Incredible Hulk. This is at the final battle when Hulk versus against Abomination. And although it was a pretty crappy film in my opinion, and is a pretty forgettable film throughout the MCU, it was the debut of a very popular character, and that is Abomination. Now, at the time of recording this video, Abomination has made an appearance in the new Shang-Chi trailer, which is really cool, and I'm wondering if he has a bigger role in that movie than what we've seen in the trailer. I don't know yet at the time of recording. Anyway, this is going to come with a new big fig version of Abomination, similar how they've done the new Thanos design with the rotatable head, similar for this guy here. It'll come with a new version of the Hulk, maybe a bit more accurate to the 2008 film, also an accurate version of Bruce Banner, and I would love to see them include our first ever General Ross minifigure, which would be really cool to see in LEGO. I wonder what they could do there. The build was a bit hard to choose. Throughout the film, there wasn't an exact thing I wanted to replicate into LEGO form, so I decided to choose a set that I would love to see in like LEGO City or something, and that is a massive semi-truck. This could be really cool where you could have some play features of Hulk smashing it, and there can be a play feature where it explodes, or or the back of it unveils some flames or something. Also some bricks to create some debris or destruction of a building in the background could be nice. But the main build would be a semi-truck, and I would be thinking that it would come with around 418 pieces, which was my estimate. I don't really know if it would actually have that many pieces. However, the main draw would be the 2 new big figs of Abomination and Hulk. And since it comes with 2 big figs, I'm thinking this might cost $60 or $70. It might not be good for a price per piece ratio. However, with 2 big figs in this set, I think that would be the ideal price that LEGO would go for, considering that's how they've handled big figs in the past. Anyway, that is my first set that I've created. I'm really pleased with it, and I do hope LEGO do something like that in the future. Let's move on to another concept set of mine. This set I'm not that proud of. I think it's a cool concept, although I don't think I replicated it that well into a box art. Anyway, I'm calling this set the Wakandan Falls fight. And now this is the scene where T'Challa and Killmonger go at each other when they're fighting for the throne, where there's the big crowd with the waterfall and all the tribes and people are just chanting as T'Challa and Killmonger fight each other. There will be 3 minifigures in this set. There'll be T'Challa. This will be the first time we're getting T'Challa not in his Black Panther suit. We'll also be getting a new version of Killmonger with shirtless, with all those kind of like little dot things he has. And I'm also hoping they will include a 3rd minifigure such as M'Baku, who have never gone before in LEGO, and I'd really like to see that. If they could not include M'Baku, I wouldn't mind they include the Force Whitaker character. He was pretty cool throughout the film as well. Anyway, this is sort of like a small $20 set with 3 minifigures, a tiny little build really. I'm, not expecting much, maybe just like a little water area with some rocks and stuff to signify the fight, include some weapons and stuff like that. But a cheap $20 set with 3 awesome minifigures and an okayish build. I don't know, I didn't get the concept fully out of my head. I don't think I've replicated it that well. Anyway, let's move on to another set. Now this set I'm very happy with, mostly for the actual concept. The box art's okay, whatever, but the concept I feel is great. Now, if you remember back in 2013 and 2012, when LEGO released a planet line for their Star Wars sets, I'm really hoping that LEGO does something very similar with this next set here, which I'm calling Ego the Living Planet. Now this set is exactly like the Star Wars planet sets, where you get a big ball kind of piece, and that is Ego, the living planet. Now, I really want to see Ego in Lego form. We didn't get him in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 sets, and that was a real shame considering he was such an awesome villain. Anyway, in this set, it would include basically three things: the massive giant ball, which was Ego, which you can use as a planet, a tiny little like microfighter build of Ego's ship. I've seen other YouTubers create custom concepts of Ego's ship, and they want that to be a Lego set. However, I think that would be a bit hard for Lego to do. However, if they did it in a microfighter version, I think that would be much better. And obviously, the main draw of this set would be a new exclusive Ego minifigure. Now these planet sets usually come with one minifigure, and this minifigure would be Ego with a new hair mold and maybe beard mold. Also, arm printing would be great, a cape piece, and basically just how the Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 video game did him. Anyway, I'm not that sold on the box art that I've created for him. However, the concept I'm really proud of, and I would love to see Lego do something just like this. Anyway, let's move on to a set which I think would be a great playset, and that is the Red Skull Escape. Now, I called it that because this is the final scene in Captain America: The First Avenger, where Red Skull jumps on his plane and flies out the runway, and Peggy Carter and Agent Phil and Captain America have to go on Red Skull's car and jump on, and Captain America jumps onto the plane as it takes off, and then it's basically the ending scene in Lego. Anyway, I would really love to see an awesome massive jet with probably $100 to $120 set, which would include his massive jet as well as Red Skull's car, which I've seen a lot of YouTubers ask for Red Skull's car to be made in Lego. I think that would make a great addition to the set because that does actually appear in the scene. The minifigures would be Peggy Carter, which we've seen official pictures of in the new Captain Carter What If set. So sort of similar there, maybe borrow the face print, hopefully maybe some new torso printing or stuff like that. Agent Phil's a World War II character. I don't know if Lego would do that considering how they don't really touch on war stuff, although they have done army minifigures before in Lego. But the main thing I would love to see in the set is a World War II version of Captain America. I think that would be the main exclusive minifigure in this set, and I really want to get a World War II version of Captain America, just because it's really iconic from the film. Another minifigure would be Red Skull. Now, although these characters don't really show up in this scene, I think the fans would really love to see these minifigures in Lego form, considering this would probably be the only Captain America First Avengers set we would ever get. And these minifigures would be Arnim Zola with a new face and torso print. He would use like a fedora hat, and one of those Hydra flamethrower agents. I think they were pretty cool in the movie, and maybe some new printing and some flamethrower pieces would look really cool. Overall, I would love for Lego to make the set. I think it's a really cool concept. It would probably around like 200 pieces for the car and maybe around 700 pieces for the plane. Anyway, I think it's a really awesome concept. I would love to see Lego do this. Let's move on to my final concept. Now guys, this is the big set. This is like a $230 set, basically a UCS set for Lego Marvel. Now this is actually a massive callback to my first ever YouTube video, which was my custom Lego Avengers Endgame sets. And in that video I had a custom little $50 Asgard, a kind of mini diorama with some cool minifigures. However, this one is going to be a massive UCS Asgard. That's right, I'm thinking Lego go full out and make an awesome, gigantic 2,500 piece Asgard. Just put all the bricks into the Asgard build. I have no other side builds, no ships, nothing like that. I would love them to also do a rainbow bridge. I think that's fitting considering that's one of the main parts throughout the Thor films. Anyway, just make this set awesome, massive, 2,500 pieces, maybe even make it $300 and include 3,000 pieces like the Jurassic World set. Just make it an awesome build. The minifigures, now this is where it gets fun. An exclusive Odin minifigure, which have never gone in Lego, which is crazy. Fans would love to see an Odin minifigure. Freya, Thor's mom, Heimdall with a new helmet mold. Man, fans would go crazy for the set if they included Odin and Heimdall. Lady Sith, no new molds required, just new printing and stuff. You could include the same version of Thor from the 2020 sets, a new version of Loki, a more accurate, detailed version. I think with a new version of Loki, exclusives Odin, Heimdall, Lady Sith, and Freya, with an awesome 2,500 piece Asgard would make an excellent set. I mean, fans would just love this set so much. Make it $300 if you need to, add in details to the set. Just make it awesome. Anyway, this would just make an awesome UCS Marvel set. I think fans would really like this set. Anyway, guys, those are all the 5 sets I've created for you here today. I really enjoyed it. My favorite sets by far are the UCS Asgard and Red Skull's plane. I think if Lego were to make those into sets, I would buy them immediately. Day one purchase. Overall, I'm really happy with the custom sets I've created, and if this video does really well, then I'll make a second one, because honestly, I have so many ideas for Marvel sets. Comment which set you would like to see me create a box art version of. Honestly, guys, there's endless possibilities with the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, anything could literally become a Lego set. If Bro Thor's house is a set, then come on, what can't be a set? Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And with everything said, have a great day.